Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
For the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Diggs. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You could see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety.
By the running
back.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. He hands it off from the gun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
The Seminoles pick up enough for a first down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
First and goal, handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State. Setting the tone early. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
Kickoff fielded inside the 20. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. Breaks loose at the 40. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
Well, Chris, that's a combination of really good blocking and outstanding patience by the back. He waited and used his vision and patience to allow that play to open up and then accelerated through the hole to give him that huge gain.
Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
They call the counter run here. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Memphis.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Big throw caught on the left side. Look at him run through those tacklers. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Wow, lays lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Chris, when was the last time you saw a tight end this athletic? I mean, this guy lays out and comes down with a huge catch, showing you how athletic he is and what soft hands he has.
And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. Heading left after the handoff. Second down play coming up for this offense. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Diggs. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the 1st down.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short on the +27. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. But he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Tigers. He'll stroll into the end zone. An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in a conference championship game.
You know, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for them.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. And the single back takes the handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on the screen now. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the right side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game, because that was a big-time game.
On first and 10, looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Touchdown, Tigers. This offense is still clicking. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy.
Looking for a deep completion. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Can he take it all the way? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Defense is coming after him. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Noles will kick this deep to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's hot. It's low. That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Fresh set of downs. First and goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll be brought down. Second down and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Memphis. And this one is getting ugly.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
He's found some room at the 45. Oh, the football comes out. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
He'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Contact as he threw it. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Same tailback, another carry. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Well, nowhere to go on the inside on that draw. Tried to bounce it, Kirk, but nothing doing.
How about the push there from the middle of that interior, that defensive line? As you said, nowhere for him to go, so he's trying to make something out of nothing. And by going out wide, he puts himself at risk of being chased down by the speed of this defense, and that's what we got, a loss for the offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking to scramble. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete, a fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got a receiver wide open here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And there's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught on the outside. It's Diggs. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's the throw deep downfield. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense. First down here for this offense. Handoff to the right side. Fights through the tackle. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe.
And looking for a big play here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that.
He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38. Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the same runner's got it again. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Big play across midfield, is spotted near the 36. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Not able to connect, incomplete. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down, you got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Escapes the pocket. Picks up the first and is still going. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Touchdown, Memphis. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It will cost him 5. So it looks like the penalty will be accepted by the head coach, and the offense will pick up some yardage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Ball handed off. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget after all they put into